What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode number 25, I believe. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 25, number 25 of this Let's Play series, City Skylines Let's Play series. I don't know how you want to say it, but welcome back to number 25, episode number 25. And in this episode, we are gonna be spending millions and millions on the transportation of this city. So, really important, of course. I mean, as you may know, I hope so at least. Transportation, very important for your city, and the traffic isn't that bad. If you're gonna have a quick look, 86%. That's not bad. I expected it to be even worse, but traffic now is 86, and I think we can make it even better once we're gonna have more buses, more metros, and it's gonna get even better. Um, After some time. What the hell do we have over here? Oh, okay, never mind. We will come back to you in just a second. But continuing, um, very important transportation, and we are going to expand it in time. If we are also going to be expanding on these islands, which is going to happen very soon, of course, because we are going to not finish this island, not finish the main island in this episode. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be next episode where we're gonna finish the island, the main one, of course. And then we are going to expand the city with more transportation once we are going to expand on the other islands, um, such as buses. I don't think metros. I don't think we are going to connect the other islands with metros because would that be realistic? I don't think so, to have metros going underneath all this ocean. I think that's not really how it works. Maybe it's possible in real life, maybe there are some good examples, but I think it's a bit unrealistic, so I'm not going to do that. But we are going to, of course, connect these islands with all the transportation options, such as buses and I believe they are called ferries, like these boats. And we already have the uh, ferry depots over here, two of them. So yeah, we have been prepared very good, to be honest. I mean, the road layout is already almost done for this district, and basically we can now start with basically right finishing the transportation in the main island, or of the main island, better said. So we are going to expand the metro, the buses, and like I said before, just a couple of seconds ago, we are also going to be adding ferries. But that's going to be, of course, for a future episode. Um, but yeah, spending millions, basically, on the transportation. And we are also going to expand, of course. We are going to continue expanding in this district right here. So we are not going to finish it again. Probably going to finish the main island in the next episode. I think we can finish this district in the next episode. But we are going to continue with this district. Probably gonna. I don't think we are going to touch the islands or islands, the expanded um, areas that we built in the last couple of episodes. I don't think we are going to work on these. I think we're just going to work on the main island over here. And yeah, probably gonna add some zoning already, some services, and that's gonna be it for this episode. So I am very sure that we are going to finish the island, the main island, in the next episode, which is just insane to think about. That it's just unbelievable for me, at least. It just time flies. Basically, I cannot even talk. Time just flies, which is just insane. I can still remember that we started with the harbor over here, and there was nothing over here. Basically, we didn't have a university, we didn't have the downtown, we had nothing, which is just insane how much can change in just a little bit of time. But with that being said, with all that talk, let's do something. And we are going to begin with the transportation. And I really don't want to do all of that on camera. I think it's boring and it's going to be very messy because we have to connect everything, and I mean everything. Um, so, for example, the downtown, the university, the harbor, this area over here, this brand new area, we have to also add some on these expanded districts over here. It's gonna be a lot. And we also have to, of course, continue with the existing metro lines, bus lines, all that. So I'm gonna have some, I don't think you can call it fun, to be honest. Um, but we are going to do some very important things for this episode. And I think we're gonna begin with some off-camera work, and then we're gonna continue with this episode, with this district. So let me do some things. Let me um, get ready. Let me finish the bus lines, the metro lines, and let's have a look now how it's looking. So we have 4 bus lines, and they are only going, or they are only driving in the old area of the city. So they are getting used, which is just, that's crazy actually, because it's not connecting the other new parts of the city. So the fact that people are still using this is pretty good. Yeah, tram lines I don't really care, but they are getting used, which is beautiful. Metro lines, of course, they are getting used a lot, but man, these numbers are gonna go crazy, I think. Or maybe the numbers are not gonna go up, but I am going to add a lot of new lines, so we will see. But I'm very, very curious. Yeah, tray lines, I don't really care about that either, but they are getting used. And yeah, monorails, who cares? So, looking pretty good already, but it can be way better, of course. So, let's begin. Let's do something. And you know, before we're actually gonna do something, before we are going to cut to the part where we have finished the transportation. If you're going to enjoy this episode, if you have been enjoying the last couple of episodes, of course, consider subscribing, liking this video is also going to help a lot. But with that being said, you already know. Let's see. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to have some fun, I guess you can say. So, let me have a look at the transportation right now. So, let's have a look, I guess. Um, I am pretty happy with what I did off camera, and what I said before. I basically connected the whole city up with the metro lines, bus lines, and I believe we have in total 8 metro lines right now and 8 bus lines. I think that's the right number. So let's have a look. And we didn't grow. I thought that this city would be growing a lot once we have finished the transportation, but maybe it's going to take a bit more time. And we are also having some a little bit of a death wave. 500 people, which is insane. So we are having a death wave right now, kind of, and we are still growing a little bit, so that's pretty good. But as you can see, we are also losing some people. But with that being said, let's have a look. So I've waited a little bit. I think it took 2 hours in total to do this, and you can already see the numbers. In total, buses being used, 1,800 each week citizens, and tourists 668. And then you also have the taxis, metros, trains, metros, 1,200 each week and 500 tourists. So actually, that's crazy. People are using more of the buses than the metros as of now, which is pretty crazy actually. So let's have a good look. There we go. These are all the bus lines, and 8 lines in total, so I'm right. And 200, 500, 300, 300, 300. Very good numbers, which is looking good, looking very good. Now going to the metros. In total, we have 8 metro lines, and the numbers are not that great, to be honest. 60, my bad, 70, 70, 100. Of course, we have some like 400, 300, 300, 300, but it's not a lot. I was expecting a lot more. So that's pretty crazy. I never had this in the city before, that the buses are getting used more than the metros, which is pretty damn crazy. But with that being said, yeah, like I said before, just connected the whole city up. So you can see we already have some metro lines over here. We also have some bus lines going to this area. Also over here, we connected this area up with the metro lines, bus lines, everything. The university has been completely connected, so you can already see some buses, which is just beautiful. And look at this view. Oh my, that's just beautiful. I am in love with this skyline, I can tell you. Um, but continuing, um, also connected the harbor. So we have one little metro stop over here. We have a bus line also going underneath the train tracks. And we just everywhere, we just put everywhere some bus stops, everywhere, just everywhere. And metro lines, of course, also. Um, Yeah, we still have some problems with the traffic because, we have a lot of buses going to one stop because I just, let them go to their destination. So we just made them, so that's why it's a little bit busy on some roads. And let's have a look, actually. So the traffic, we actually made the traffic worse, which is pretty funny. But it's, like I said before, the traffic in the industrial area right now is pretty bad. Um, it's very busy right now, and you can see we have some buses over here as well. It's not that bad over here, but you can see we still have some problems over here with some buses lining up. Here you can see, for example, and a very good example over here, as you can see. So we just have to wait a little bit, and I think it's gonna get way better. And I think it's possible to have. I think 90%. I think we can reach 90% of traffic flow. It's gonna be hard, but I think it's gonna be possible. So we will see what's gonna be. Yeah, what's it gonna be? But with that being said, everything has been completely connected, which is really good. And to be honest, this is the main hub now for the transportation, and also the what's it called again? Metro Plaza Station. So a lot of bus stops are going over here. A lot of metro stops, of course, also. Also have a lot of stops over here, next to the train station. And yeah, like I said before, we also have a lot of bus stops going over here to the stadium, which is really good, and also a brand new metro stop over here. So yeah, everything has been completely connected, to be honest, which is really good. And I think we should now just continue with expanding over here. So let's do that, and let's have some fun. So let's have a look at the services and some zoning already. And before that, actually, I almost forgot. We have to still have a look at the district style of this area and the policies, which is going to be really easy. So let's do that first of all. Yeah, just all the normal things. I always like to do this one, recycling, encourage biking. These two are gonna make some money for us. High-tech housing, why not? Because we have the money for it. And do we want to have something else? I don't think so. These are just the normal things that I always use. Maybe, you know what? This area is gonna get free Wi-Fi because I'm such a good person. And recycle plastic. So, we just done that. District style. So I am thinking to make this very normal, just a normal district style like we used over here. And I think that we are going to make two separate districts for these areas. And these are going to be green city districts. So we're going to have these nice green city buildings. And for example, you can see it, how they look right here. Absolutely beautiful looking buildings. So yeah, the waterfront is going to look very good. with these beautiful green city buildings, and we're gonna be using the normal looking, I guess, default zoning buildings, district style, I don't know how you want to say it, that we, for example, used in the downtown. We're gonna use it also in this area. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the idea. And let's think about this. I think we're gonna be using the IT cluster also. I think I want to have some office skyscrapers. So we are gonna have a lot of residential zoning, commercial zoning, offices a little bit, and I want these two areas to be a lot of residential. So maybe a little bit of office zoning and commercial zoning. So I guess I'm also gonna give these also the IT cluster. So we're gonna have some nice skyscrapers on these areas. And we're gonna give you green cities. Okay. Now I'm thinking, should I use for the districts over here these ones, because they look really good. For commercial, I don't think so. I don't think so, no. We are just gonna use the default district style. Okay, so we done that. And let's also do the policies for this area very fast. I'm gonna give you exactly the same ones we used before, so these ones. I didn't want to get this one, okay. Encourage biking, and that's it. And then we're gonna do exactly the same for you as well. There you go. High-tech housing and free Wi-Fi. Why not? I'm gonna give you free Wi-Fi as well. I don't know why even that's a possibility to do, but what does it actually say? Free Wi-Fi. Cost to. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, why not? We have a lot of money. It doesn't matter, but still, we are still making money, and why not? You guys are gonna get free Wi-Fi. Such a good person, such a good leader of this city, actually. And let's have a look at the services now. So, yeah, I am not gonna look at these services yet for these areas over here. Like I said before, I'm not gonna touch these areas yet, but we are going to work on this island over here, or area. So let's have a look. I think we are gonna use a big main hospital for this area. I think so. And ooh, it could fit right here. I think I'm just gonna use the normal one. Or are we gonna use this one? I don't really think this one looks nice, to be honest. I do like the normal one. So it fits perfectly over here, so why not? I guess. Yeah, one school. Oh, one, one school, one hospital. Then I think I'm gonna use. I think one high school. That's gonna be enough. And I think I'm also gonna use the default one. So maybe you can be over here. And let's see, we need, I think, 2 elementary schools. Yeah. But which one are we gonna use? Which one are we gonna use? I don't think we're gonna use this one. Or maybe... This one is really large, so we only have to place one if we're gonna use this one. But I also want to have some smaller ones over here. So what I'm gonna do... I think I'm gonna use this one. And I think I'm gonna place you on the main road also. Or next to it. It's also gonna be fine. For me at least. Right there. And then we are going to place 2 smaller ones in these areas, I guess. I think so. So just one over here. And let's have it over there. And then one more over here. But the roads are not done yet, so let's just leave it as it is right now. Okay, so that's good. Let's also build a crematorium, because we really are gonna need it. I just want to hide it somewhere. So that could be great. This small little area. And we are still gonna have the full zoning? Yes, we do. Okay, so you are gonna be hidden over there. Maybe we are also gonna need a second one over here, but for now we are gonna be okay, I guess. So let's just do it like this. And ooh, do I want to have? I think I do want to have these two also. So healthcare. One elder care building could be nice. Maybe at the front. I want it to be in the middle. I guess this could be a nice area. Why not? Right over here. And then I want to have a child health center. Why not? Also over here. And let's have it over there. Next to the elder care. Two pretty nice looking buildings with the same district style. Or style of building style. That's what I wanted to say. So they look pretty nice next to each other. Yeah, schools are pretty good. Do I want to do something else? Maybe a gymnasium? Could be nice. And it fits perfectly over here, so I kinda wanna have it over here. If we can. I want it to be right over there. Beautiful. That just fits perfectly. Awesome. And then we even have we have so many buildings in this game. If you almost bought everything, all the DLCs, you have so many buildings that you can use, which is so nice. I'm gonna give you guys a swimming pool, why not? Yeah, why not? But where? Oh wow. I don't think that's a very nice spot for a swimming pool. No, but it fits perfectly. Do we have like a unique building that fits over here? Something? Please tell me we have. Oh wow, I am so proud of myself. That's perfect. Yes, please, that's perfect. I am happy with that, very happy. Yeah, let's use that. Beautiful. So we still want to use this one somewhere. I want to give you guys a pool. Main road. Why not? You guys should be very happy with me. The people that are living here. A fire station also needed. Let's just use a big one. Where am I going to place you? You are pretty big. Pretty big building. Let's have you on the main roads. I think you're gonna be fine if I'm just gonna put you here. Please, just... Thank you. Okay, that's pretty good. Still getting some buses lined up, but we are gonna be okay. Yeah, police station also. We are using this one over here, and we are using this one over here, so... I don't really like the default one, to be honest. I think we're gonna use this one, because it's a nice little building. I like it. Fits perfectly on the corner also. So let's do that, and maybe also just a smaller one over here in the future, but we will see. So that's done. We also need some parks, but healthcare is done, I guess. Education is done. We don't need any of this, I guess. No, we don't. What the hell is this? Oh, this is also a hospital, but doesn't look that nice. No, thank you. Okay, fire station, police station, that's all done. Yeah, so we only need some parks, and let's do that, I guess. So, just a few, not a lot. Don't want to place too much of them. I think I'm gonna use the smaller ones. So let's have one over there. Let's have. We could have some over here. This could be perfect. It fits perfectly. I guess. It kind of fits perfectly, so why not? Okay. Then maybe. Always like to. I don't know why, but I always like to add these two next to a school. So I guess I'm gonna do that. And let's just make this little block a kind of park, I guess. With the high school in the middle. So let's have you over here and you over here. With some details in the future, of course. So that looks nice. This just looks nice. I don't know why. It just looks nice. I think that's gonna be okay. Because I'm also gonna add some parking lots in the future. I guess I think I'm gonna do that. Do we want to have any of these big parks somewhere? I don't think so. Maybe over here. We even have some water in these parks. And I already used them. I already used some of them over here, for example. They are beautiful. Some really nice additions. And they are new too. Pretty new, so that's also nice. I don't think I'm gonna use these ones. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe just one little park over here. I guess. That's it for you, right, guys? Yeah, you're gonna be okay there. And just maybe one parking lot next to the school right there, I guess. And then we can just zone this all, I guess. So I think we're gonna do that right now, to be honest. Only need to add some water to this area, which is gonna be very easy. And I don't care how it looks. You're not gonna see it anyway, so let's just fit it in. Like this, right there. Why are you not connecting? Thank you. And I also, by the way, off camera, added these water towers because we had some problems. The city really needs some new sewage infrastructure and also some water infrastructure. So we really have to look at that. And I also added some sewage treatments over here because we really needed them. So I have to find a new spot for them. But the water towers can be nice on a roundabout in the middle of a roundabout. Can look pretty nice. So I guess water is done. Yeah, only have to add them over here, some water, but we're gonna be okay for now. Electricity is gonna be okay. I think we're just gonna zone. And we have a lot of residential demand. I'm not gonna build, like I said before, a lot of office zoning because we still have some office zoning available in the city, as you can see. And also some industrial zoning available. And I believe also over here. Yeah, still some spots available. So we just need a lot of residential, to be honest. So let's have some fun. Residential, thank you. Just all residential over here. You're gonna be all residential. And you too. This is gonna be satisfying. Always love to do this. And you know what? I think we're gonna have some commission over here. I don't know why, it's just a nice spot. and then commercial on the main roads. I always do the same, to be honest. And you can be residential. Oh, wow. We almost forgot to do this. No. We are going to add these ones. North American, yes. We don't want the European ones. No thank you. Although it could have been also nice, but no thank you. I want to have a lot of skyscrapers. So let's just do this. Let's just continue. Commercial. And let's also leave some spots open for some extra things to add later on. But you can all be filled in. We want to add some details over here, some details over here. Yeah, you can be filled in over here, and you can be commercial, I guess. And let's also just make this all residential. Yep. You can all be residential. Again, let's leave some spots open. Like this. All gonna be residential because we really need it. And like this, maybe I'm gonna add some things off camera too, maybe some extra services or parks or something. You can be residential, you can be left open for some extra things, and you can be also residential, I guess. All the middle parts gonna be residential. Thank you, yes please. I don't really want to add a lot of zoning over here because of the terrain. You didn't hear that voice correct, that was one of the worst ones, to be honest, but let's move on. I guess we can add some commercial or residential zoning on this side. Don't really want to have zoning on that side, to be honest, because then we're gonna remove the tree line over here. And I want to have that over there. I'm gonna keep it. So let's just do it like this. All residential. Maybe just a little bit of commercial. Just a tiny bit. Just to be sure we have enough. Just a little bit. It's gonna be enough. Like this. Okay, and then I can add some nice another tree line over here next to this main road. I think we're gonna do the same over here, what we did. So I guess we're gonna have some nice looking tree lines also. We can also already work on the road layout over here, to be honest. I think so at least, yeah, why not? To be honest. Don't see a reason why not to. And why are you going up? Oh, it's because over here. Okay. So let's use you over here, go straight and have a nice curve. Like this. We have some terrain changes, but that doesn't really matter, to be honest. No traffic lights. Let's make it look a bit better. Like this. And then we can have some fun with the road layout over here. Of course I want to have some grids. And then I can turn this off so I can have... not really want to have a connection there, maybe over here. No, what happened to this road? No thank you. Like this, way better. Okay, so that's filled in also. Yeah, this is all the same district, so that's good. Let's just make this a bit better. Let's fill all of this in also. Okay, we are growing a lot, as you can see, so that's a very good thing. And then I want to have, like I said before, just one small police station over here, just to be sure. I guess on this road, and then maybe also a little fire station. Yep. It doesn't have electricity, this fire station, but we're gonna be okay. And let's also add some zoning over here already. So this fire station is gonna get some electricity. Okay, and then I wanna have just a small one, I guess, over here. Why not? Yeah. But where? Where's gonna be a nice spot? I guess just somewhere. um, Let me just add you over here. And then some extra residential, commercial again. So we're gonna have a lot of new workers, a lot of new people going to school. We're gonna work everywhere in the city that we still need some jobs. We have a lot of jobs in the city. As you could have seen, still some areas available for some zoning, industrial zoning. So we still have a lot of available jobs left, to be honest. I guess that's how it works, to be honest. I'm not sure, but I do think it's like that. So it's gonna be like this. Lots and lots and lots of zoning available, of course. Beautiful. Just like this. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit till it's gonna be, you know, filled in. And let me also just do this already. And commercial on the main road, I guess. Yep. And let's also leave some spots open, like I said before, for some details. Just like this. Lots of new persons are gonna be living here. Lots of new people. Just beautiful to see. No, this is all gonna be commercial, I guess. Yeah, why not? Okay. And we are saving, okay. I guess we need another road. We can have another road for some extra zoning. You're gonna be okay. And this can all be residential. Beautiful. All residential, thank you. Yes, please. Like this, and then this is gonna be the final place. So, beautiful. And also a little bit over here. Just like this. Awesome. So this all been completely zoned. Yep, this is all looking good. I think I'm just gonna wait till this area is gonna be filled in. And maybe I'm also gonna add some small things, maybe some pathways or some extra park services. And then I'm gonna be pretty happy. So yeah, let me just have a little bit of a moment. Just a little bit of a waiting moment, to be honest. And let's see how many people we can get, to be honest. Pretty curious, to be honest. And maybe I'm also already gonna add some roads over here next to the stadium, but we will see. So yeah, like I said before, I'm just gonna wait a little bit and then I will be back once this area is gonna be filled in. So yeah, I will be back for you just in 1 second. And here we are once again. So let me just quickly turn off the music for 1 second. And well, as I said before, I just wanted to wait a little bit till everything had been filled in. And yeah, also added a little bit of some extra things here and there, some services, some extra parks. Already had a look at some extra connections, so I also already made some pathways. So everything has been connected a little bit better. And yeah, already did a little bit of detailing and a little bit, again, having a bit of fun, to be honest, with some extra buildings, some services. And I am pretty happy with, yeah, how everything has been filled in. I mean, I think I waited like 30 minutes, and I also had some fun with some buildings, of course. So we now have 98,000 people. So if we just wait a little bit, we're gonna reach 100,000 people without a single problem, which is really good to see, of course. And well, we are not going to reach it in this episode because we are going to end the episode right here. But in the next episode, I am pretty sure that we are going to reach 100,000 people if we are going to also expand over here, of course, and over here, which is going to be pretty exciting. Um, and yeah, I am pretty happy with everything what we did in this episode. And yeah, also had some fun with the stadium right here. So I was a little bit of experimenting, I guess you can say, what I'm gonna do over here. And I do like how it's looking right now because, well, it's pretty realistic because of course you have a lot of parking lots next to stadiums in real life. You just have to. Um, but maybe I'm gonna change a little bit of the layout because I think it looks realistic, but is it nice looking? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but yeah, like I said before, I was just experimenting a little bit, and I think we are doing a pretty good job. But yeah, we would. I'm gonna finish it in the next episode. We're gonna have a good look at it, and yeah, we will see. But other than that, I am really happy again with the progress that we made. Almost 100,000 people, and we are not even done yet. So yeah, very happy. And if you're thinking about how much we are actually growing, just keep in mind we are also losing a lot of people. So just imagine if we didn't have a death wave right now, we would have maybe had 110,000 people. I'm pretty sure it would have been something like this. But other than that, I'm going to pause the game and we're going to continue with expanding the city and probably reaching 100,000 people in the next episode, which is really exciting. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I am once again really happy with how the city is turning out. And we are almost done with the main island, finally almost done, but just a couple of more episodes and we are going to be completely finished with the main island. So really exciting. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching so much. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this episode, of course, consider subscribing and liking this video if you want to. But you already know, I don't have to tell you. Um, yeah, that's it. That's everything I had to say. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next episode also. And that's it. So hopefully you have a great rest day. Great. That's not a sentence. Hopefully you have a great day. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, and that's it for this episode. So once again, for the last time, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Ciao, guys.